Good afternoon, class. Today, we are going to have a very exciting English activity, a real debate. This is your chance to speak up, defend your ideas, and challenge other opinions politely. Remember, debate is not about fighting. It is about thinking, listening, and respecting differences. How many of you use social media every day? How many of you follow family traditions every holiday? How many of you like sharing your opinions? Great, I can see you're ready. Let's begin. Topic 1 today is governments should allow students to use social media. Team for agrees, team against disagrees. Let's see who has stronger arguments.
Team one's argument. While we debate for your ideas, but we have a different perspective. To be honest, we recognize that the social media has become a familiar part of modern life. Nevertheless, it should be allowed to use social media freely for students. And even though social media is very important, but we opposition team strongly think and the government shouldn't allow students to use social media because due to too many reasons, it will reduce concentration, harming academic performance and cause a higher risk of anxiety.
Our team strongly believes that the government should allow students to use social media because they are essential tools for modern learning and skill development. Banning them is not only ineffective but also actively harms a student preparedness for the 21st century. Our first argument is that social media is an indispensable tool for digital literacy and educational enrichment. It is important because they are the world student will enter is defined by digital communication. So students will need to learn how to navigate through the world by identifying credible sources and managing their own online presence. For example, a history teacher in the USA may ask their students to follow and analyze the current social media posts of major world leader like Donald Trump. So the student will have to go search for the information on the internet. This shows that we shouldn't separate students from the social media, but try to educate them within it.
And children also use social media to find educational and learning online. So that our class use Google Classmate to give students some duties, and for students does it and do more and more, such as it can improve digital aids. So future job and daily communication will recruit it. Children can learn how to search information, communicate clearly when they use its safety and responsibility. So what do you think about when students cannot use social media to find information in nowadays?
Thanks for your opinion. In our point of view, social media affects our physical and mental health. A meta-analysis of 55 studies involving 170,000 participants has found that social media leads to headache, neck pain, back pain, and even sleep disturbances. Many students stay up late just to scroll online, resulting in poor focus, lower learning efficiency, and many more.
Yes, and moreover, using social media at night because students go to bed late and this influence their health. I know the evidence is the Harvard University is research and they found that students use social media over 3 hours. It's called 26% higher risk of depression and anxiety. So instead of using social media to learn this book, we can try to read books or ask your parents, your family, or even your friends.
I see your point, but social media is a very good place for collaboration because it has many features. For example, students in high school usually use LinkedIn or collaborative tools platform like Discord to manage their large or multi-person project, and even ask the teacher what they don't understand. This highlight that allowing or even guiding them also gives them a better competitive edge and a better prepare for this century to secure a good job in the future. Forcing students to be digitally iterative is is a disservice to their future.
Social media is a place where misinformation reduces rapidly. According to MIT research, fake news spreads 6 times faster than real news. Willing to fact checking, student can easily be answered and influenced in harmful ways. When environment and health reduce academic performance, increase violence, threaten privacy, and misinformations. Is symbol, not symbol, not safe for students. The government has the responsibility to protect young people from the danger, from the danger.
I will offer an assignment. You say students need social media to learn digital skills, right? But why use social media for digital skills when safer platform is it that did not collect personal data?
I agree with your ideas, but there is one thing that's not in fact. Because student use it in not correct authors. Students should use it more responsibility and more safely, because when you can find correct information and can search more good information on social media, you can outcome your learning, can make your mark, your score on the school higher, and you need to manage the time of using social media with avoid fake information and fake news. Because study by UNESCO in 2022 and OECD in 2022, using social media also illustrates the growth of using AI and creating more visible intelligence and future skill learning environment. So, with the information, why you say that use social media can harmful to children and for teenagers?
Even though your answer is correct, students also face an increasing risk of cyberbullying. According to a Pew Research Center survey, 59% of teenagers have experienced online harassment. UNICEF found a similar result across 30 countries. 1 in 3 students have been bullied online. In result, fast-spreading rumors that these are not harmless. They leave emotional scars that will last for years.
However, the world today is progressing very quickly with the rising of technology. So if students don't use social media, they won't know anything about the world, and for sure in the future they won't have a job. So it is better to guide them so they won't get any false information and know how to deal with cyberbullying.
Based on your answer, do you have any evidence showing that using social media actually helps students stay safe from cyberbullying instead of being distracted.
In Ho Chi Minh City, they have implemented a series of training programs, implemented cooperation between Saigon University and Google to create an AI competency framework program. This AI, training AI for more than 10,000 teachers. Lenocom High School for the gifted has also included AI for their learning program in grade 10 and 11.
I understand your achievement, but you say students use AI to support our learning, but according to our research, more students use AI to help solve their problem. It's not supported. So it's called the misunderstanding problem, because students always make use of AI to help.
Thank you very much. But we are living in a digital age, so the future is very far. So we need to have a good learning and knowledge. So you need, because students use it in not correct place. Students need to use social media in a correct place. Just as a tool, not a thing to before them. You need to use it to create your thing or make it for a thing can make you learn online and art pattern, not for you to cheat or making everything can make you more better, more worse. And AI tools are being used by students in their study and search, according to a report posted made in the Journal of Economy and Forecasting, a research team at the National Economic University in Hanoi. There are more than 78% that students use social media to study. If students use it more correct and more usefully, it can reduce the problem.
According to your answer, if social media is such a good learning tool, why aren't official educational platforms considered safer alternatives?
Because students need social interaction. Social media allows them to connect with classmates, join club, participate in educational community, and even express their creativity through video, art, or writing. So, health online usually builds confidence and encourages for peaceful health lessons.
Even though your answer was correct, how can students recognize between healthy and harmful online connections where they lack the ability to access risk?
Student will likely to fall for more information, but that's why we need to guide them rules further, so they will learn to use social media responsibly instead of using it secretly without safety.
If that's the case, then who will take responsibility if students encounter predators or harmful content online?
Teachers, family, or moral women can teach them. They can give them a good labor time of using social media, give them how to use it more responsibility and more carefully so they can reduce this problem. But why you always told that you is very harmful when you can use it more responsibilities.
Rồi you say third, using social media is teaching students to use but in order to in order to use social media effectively, we is students
If adults themselves fall for fake news, then how can students who are far more vulnerable protect themselves?
Because it's important to improve every school because you need to have a good timetable, a good learning and using intelligence. So you can give you come out more because using this can help you improve your learning outcome when you use it responsibly.
Do you have any researches to support your claim? If not, that's just your personal opinion.
From Yongji newspaper, there is a student called Gong in Hanoi, was a poor person of the poor in Hanoi. But he is become a given student and have in a big university in Hanoi because he can use social media actively. He can use it more responsibilities and he can give it into his lesson to help him can come into a big university.
That is just a special case. What about the other poor students that have lack responsibility to what they are doing online?
Give me a minute. Over University, there is one person can do. There is from Taiwan newspaper. There is a student named Tan. She is a good person and has a given student for the Suvan University in Hanoi because she is use social media with learning. She used to help her in her passage to can
name is as you can see, and is the and is the and is good at in his subject, and so he always gain the first prize, gain the high score in our class, but and I remember and suddenly that and use social media to support his learning, but what is and used to get his learning, but when he use very much, it create organic compound in programming. We call addicting to an and academic performance is degree.
Answer for your questions, because he has many types of using social media, and this will lead him to best sport if he can control all type of using social media. He can grow up in patience, and he will learn to use the responsibility in order using it strategically. Moreover, he can use it like a tool to help in his studies, so that can solve his problem.
So not only does academic performance suffer, but students face an increasing risk of mental bullying, physical bullying, cyberbullying, and verbal bullying. According to Pew Researcher Center's survey, 59% of teenagers have experienced online harassment, and it's found a similar research across 30 countries. 1 in 3 students has been bullied online instead of using to support our learning. So they live emotional scare after using social media. Closing.
All of your things is there. I want to answer that idea, because students use it in wrong things. Students choose use to find information of bad things. So, after all, I think we need to use more responsibilities, allowing children use social media and to live safer than the internet. With guided filter and clear rules, children learn to use internet responsibility, learning other pressure them to use it secretly without protection.
Students are simply not mature enough to understand the legal and social consequences of posting something online. Careless sentence can trigger unexpected trouble. A personal photo can spread beyond their control. This is why many countries restrict or even ban all and social media is for these reasons we strongly affirm the government shouldn't allow students to use social media. Protecting the younger generations today means protecting the future of society tomorrow.
That's it for our team's division. Thank you for sparing your time.